run. CLODBUSTER. Released. Intentional flashers. Okay, I'm going to try to show you the controls here. We got throttle kill. So I have no throttle on right now. This is all the way forward, all the way back. This is steering. This switch right here is front steering only. That is front and rear steer together. The aileron stick. This gives me separate steering, front and rear on the rudder, so you can crab walk if you want to, but it's hard to crab walk, so you can just put it all on one stick and get 4-wheel steering. Then you got 3 transmission controls: low speed, middle speed, high speed. High speed, if you do that on the rocks, you're just going to shred your metal transmissions and your CLODBUSTER axles, which you spent many, many hours building, so don't do that. Without further ado, we'll get a phone hooked up and try to just do a baby test in the rocks. I've been working out so many kinks with this truck. Possible setting, I can just control steering, and it will not stall very easily. You can see it just falls along. So again, stall right there, but it won't. Turning the tires. There you go, lowest possible throttle, and it just goes on its own. That's not slow enough for you. That center ground clearance, insane. Oh, it stalled. I gave it just a touch of throttle right there. Throttling, dust steering. Each speed controller has its own 3-amp VEC built in, driving 35 kilogram servos. I've been off-road those to at least 40s, if not 55.
55s. Maybe, well, yeah, probably 55 is the biggest you can get on a 1/10 scale. Let's see if I can make this hard turn. Caliper on this other pine tree here. Steering I've had a ton of hard time with. You see that blue ball and con link in there that is actually holding the steering servos from bending forward and backward on the mounts. Works really well. These are pizza cutter tires done by me on pizza cutter wheels, 3.8 40 series RC 4WD. I think they were started life as Rock Basher tires. Front steering servo is old, much older than the rear one, and it seems to be getting weak. Like I said, it's supposed to be 35 kilograms, but alright, I'm getting that. 4S, 3400 right here. Nothing special about the lipos, they're all worn out. Hold on 1 second, I gotta catch my dog. It's about as slow as she'll go. These are Holmes Hobbies Crawlmaster 1410s, I think. Outrunner brushless motors by Holmes Hobbies, made just for crawling. I did have, and these are Surpass Hobbies 120 amp waterproof ESCs, made more for in-runners, I think, and I don't think they handle the multi-pole motors well. It says it can handle up to a 40 millimeter, and I tried to put a 4260 on there. Aero Drive Outrunner, insanely big and heavy, up to 1500 watts per motor. And it kept cutting out on the speed. I would get into this high load, high torque, low speed situation, or if I'd get into a high speed situation where my rear got out of sync from my front. That does happen in the middle band. When you're coming in and out of forward and reverse a little bit, once in a while you have to just be careful with it, smooth with it. Because I got front throttle on channel 3 and the rear throttle on channel 5. Sharing, you know, I hate saying it this way, but I can't think of a better way to say it, a master and a slave relationship on those two channels. And that way, what you can do there is you can weight down the rear channel and actually get an overdriven front if you want, with like 100% throttle to the rear and 80% 100% throttle to the front, sorry, and 80% throttle to the rear. You don't really need to do that at any risk, you know, getting it out of sync. So it's just better one-to-one. Crawls really pretty good. No portals. Not much ground clearance at the axle points. That bi-air is legit. That's a little bicycle tire pump, and I use that to air up and air down on these tires. There are 2 pumps in each tire right now of the bi-air. That seems to be a pretty good spot of mostly aired down. One pump is darn near flat. 2 pumps is really nowhere near fully inflated. When I fully inflate, you do get at least another 3/8" ground clearance from the bottom of the axle, but you also get this kind of weird looking inflated pizza cutter tire that I don't care for. I don't know. This is just better with a little, you know, bolt. And it also wants to flip over backwards on full inflation. If you give it a lot of punch going up a nasty rock incline, the bite is not nearly as good, obviously. Like I said, rocking. Whatever they are, RC4WD rock mashers, rock crushers, 3.18 inches wide, 40 series, out of the box, and I'm coming down to maybe a little, I don't know, you tell me 2 inches wide, 2 1/4, still have not touched the throttle this whole time I've been talking. And that's cool, coach. So just rear front steer, a little bit more scale. Does not steer well at all in the front. I need to, like I said, get a better servo. Maybe grind out that knuckle a little for a little bit further throw in the front. But you can see
Front steer only. It's 4S full speed. It can run 6S, so it will go 30%. Still low speed, but nearly at full throttle.
hung up there. Oh, and right when I got it, I pulled off the throttle. Trying to do this with multi-hands. Not easy at all. We'll steer. Let's get over this big rock right here. If we can. Oh, shoot. We can't do it. Oh, shoot. I bumped the throttle. Maybe that got lost. She's powerful, even when hung up on rocks. Sometimes she'll just go, the back will pull it through, or the front will pull it through. That's why you gotta be careful. And grenade these transmissions on a whim. Whoa, bump the throttle. Sorry. Pizza cutters, they just figure out a place to grab and they do it. Pretty bad to the bone. Weighs about 18, 19 pounds with this body and this battery setup. Goes up to about 22 pounds with the big Jeep Rubicon, new bright hard body, and 4S 8400 LiPo. Throttle cut. Some good sunshine. See the underneath of this bad boy? She is bulky. Small hobbies are beat up, but they run hard still. 8 oil-filled shocks. 4 head springs. 4 just straight up oil. Steel alloy. Housings with aluminum tubes and all metal chassis, all metal aluminum wheels, all metal bumpers, and custom made rock scrapers. That's a custom made roof rack. Hope you enjoyed.